She went on a first date with a man she barely knew. What should have been an innocent evening turned into a nightmare. Days later, pieces of her body were discovered scattered across the city. This is the chilling story of 19-year-old Sade Robinson. She had no idea that her first date was going to end with her being unalive. 19-year-old Sade Robinson was from Milwaukee and she was known for her curiosity and determination. After high school, she enrolled at a Milwaukee area technical college because she wanted to get her degree in criminal justice. While in school, she was balancing two jobs, and she did that so that she could rent her own apartment. Even though Sade had two jobs, she always made sure she made time for herself by going out and being social. On April 1st of 2024, Sade made plans to go on a date. Earlier that day, Sade had expressed how excited she was for this date to an employee at her apartment complex. This guy that she would be going out on a date with would be 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. Around 4:15 that day, Sade had texted Maxwell to see where they were going to meet up for their date, and he suggested this place called Twisted Fisherman Restaurant. This was a spot that Maxwell knew pretty well because he had worked there, and it worked out for him because he was going to be picking up his W-2 from there as well. About an hour later, the two met at the restaurant and they were sitting at the bar area eating, drinking, and it seemed like they were having a really good time. The two are seen leaving the restaurant and going towards the car. They head to another bar called Dukes on Water and are seen having a few drinks. It's now 9:06 p.m. and they are leaving the bar. And Maxwell had convinced Sade to go to his house. Sade was fine with this because she had this app called Live 360 on her phone and her mom and friends could see her location all times. 2nd April is now the following day and Sade was supposed to go to work, but she never showed up. At this point, no one could get hold of Sade, not her mother, her friend, or her manager, so her friend AJ goes to the police department to report, telling the police the last time she heard from her friend was the previous night when she sent her a Snapchat when she was at this bar called Dukes on Water. That very same morning, the Milwaukee Fire Department had responded to a report of a vehicle on fire. It was a 2020 Honda Civic and was registered to Sade. When investigators were looking through her trunk, they found her cell phone and the clothes that she was wearing on the date. Where her car was found, there was a camera in the parking lot and it showed a man walking away from her burning car around 7:29 a.m. Aside from the camera, a witness came forward that he saw a man get out of the car, throw a lighter into it and just walk away as it was bursting into flames, and he was wearing a dark grey hoodie with a tan backpack. Around 5:30 p.m. that same day, a human leg was found by someone at One Month Park. Where they were investigating the leg, it appeared to belong to a female because it had pink nail polish on the toenails, and it also appeared to be sawed off. Luckily, there were security cameras in the area of the park, and they also found pieces from a Honda Civic. Another one of Sade's friends had called police telling them that Sade had been tracking her location with a Live 360 app. According to the app, her last known location was at the park around 4:30 a.m., and that's where they found that leg. With this information, investigators got a warrant for Sade's phone, and as they were looking through her text message, they saw text messages between her and Maxwell. On April 4, law enforcement pulled over Maxwell as he was driving. Once Maxwell was in custody, they did a search warrant on his home, and once they were inside, they found blood on one of the beds and blood on the walls leading to the basement. On April 6, more of Sade's human remains were being found. It seemed like Maxwell was placing Sade's human remains in different places so that it would be harder for the police to locate. In June, Sade's family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Maxwell for emotional distress. Police arrested Maxwell and of course, he pled not guilty, but he was given a life sentence without the possibility of parole. If you love real-time stories like these, please subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.